On Thursday, January 28, 2010, hundreds of volunteers are needed to canvass the streets and parks of Austin and the rest of Travis County to survey the people living in public spaces. Be one of those volunteers and help homeless people leave the streets for a better life. Be part of the 2010 Austin Travis County Homeless Count and make a difference in the lives of the homeless. You're probably wondering, what exactly is the homeless count? Well, it's a point-in-time census that provides local organizations with invaluable statistics they need to track their year-round efforts in reducing the homeless population in Travis County. You're also probably wondering, what exactly will volunteers have to do? Volunteers will be assigned to teams, each with an experienced team leader, to survey predetermined areas. Volunteers and their team will conduct a brief survey with the homeless individuals they encounter. The survey is designed to assess each person's housing situation. In turn, team leaders will be responsible for managing teams of 3 or more volunteers. They will ensure team members understand and follow the survey methods. They will foster teamwork, keep volunteers safe, and offer them guidance on approaching and interacting with homeless individuals. Volunteers are required to attend a training course during the week of the count to learn the details of the event and how to conduct the survey. During the training, volunteers will receive copies of the survey and instructions for each question that will be asked. As a volunteer, here are a few things you would probably like to know. For the evening of the count, you would want to bring a few things and avoid bringing others. Here's a list of those items. Dress according to weather. Wear comfortable shoes. Bring flashlights and cell phones. Bring your car if available for transporting teams. Here are a few things to avoid bringing. Don't bring a camera, unnecessary jewelry, or food for the homeless. Now that you know what to bring and what not to bring, let's discuss the count headquarters and give you an overview of the event. On the day of the count, you will meet with the rest of the volunteers and organizers at a place we're calling the Count Headquarters. This will be the place where volunteers gather before heading out to the streets. At this site, you'll check in and be assigned to a team. If you're a team leader, you'll also get your team packet with your area map and survey sheets. You'll then receive some final instructions before you head out. Being flexible about how teams are organized is important. This includes which team you're assigned to and which neighborhood your team will canvass. While organizers will try to accommodate your wishes to be on the same team with your friends, you and your friends might have to split up. As you wait for training, be patient, as it sometimes takes time to coordinate everyone. Here's my advice. While you wait for the assignment and instructions, get to know other volunteers. Once the organizers run through the process for conducting the count and survey, you will be sent out with your team. The basic process and rules to follow as a volunteer on the date of the survey are: at your training site, volunteers are divided into teams and assigned areas to cover. Once volunteers are briefed on how to conduct a survey, teams head out with their map and survey forms. Teams must cover all public spaces in their assigned areas. Volunteers should not double count. Remember, this is a point-in-time survey. After all your areas are completed, the team leader must return to the count and survey headquarters to turn in the surveys. Now that you know what to bring and what to expect at the count headquarters, let's discuss what to expect in the field. Here are a few do's and don'ts. Should you cover every area of your map? Do. Your map will have a suggested route to follow. If you or someone on your team is familiar with the area, then your team can create its route. Just make sure to cover all areas assigned to your team. Cover them once and only once. If a particular area feels unsafe, then use your discretion. Do not put yourself or any team members at risk. Safety is our first priority. As the evening unfolds, you will face areas that will be dark. Should you shine your flashlight in someone's face to see if they're awake? Don't. While you might not mean to, flashing a light in someone's face is a sign of disrespect. Please be aware of your flashlight, as well as your body language. Please respect everyone around you, especially the people you approach on the street. When moving closer to a stranger, should you crowd or block their exit? Don't. If your team has a large number of people, the team might appear intimidating. Do not surround, crowd, or block the exit of anyone you approach. We need survey participants to feel at ease so they'll participate. While one team member approaches a person, the rest of the team should just stay back. Should you wake up people to conduct a survey? Don't. If someone's asleep, don't disturb them. Anyone who you encounter sleeping should be marked down as homeless on the survey. Should you enter a participant space to be friendly? Don't. Treat the participant space as a home. Don't assume it's okay to enter their space. Introduce yourself by saying something along these lines. Hello, my name is Maria and I'm a volunteer for local organizations. I'm wondering if I could have a moment of your time. We're asking everyone a few questions about their housing situation. Your answers are confidential. May I ask you a few questions? Some homeless individuals live in campsites, tents, and cars. If invited, should you go inside their tents or cars? Don't. All team members should be able to leave an area immediately if the situation calls for it. Therefore, volunteers should not enter a tent or a car. Thank the person for inviting you into their space and explain that you would be more comfortable standing outside. Should you give someone on the street money or food if they ask for it? Don't. While giving homeless people money or food may seem like the moral thing to do, we ask that you refrain from doing it. Talk to your team leader to determine what, if anything, have the organizers of the count decided to provide to the homeless. In the past, the organizers have provided a pocket guide with a list of resources and a hygiene kit. Should you force yourself to stay in a situation that you feel threatened by? Don't. Trust your judgment. If you begin to feel unreasonably uncomfortable or threatened, then remove yourself and your team from the situation. Should you convince someone in your group to participate in something that they're anxious about? Don't. Always respect your team members' comfort level and work together as a team. When necessary, you can rotate tasks to keep everyone involved and comfortable. Should you split the team up to cover the streets more quickly? Don't. Splitting the team up compromises the integrity of the survey results, and you will not know which people have been counted and which ones haven't. Also, staying within eyesight of each other or in the group is the safest option. Should you call 911 in case someone seems to be in imminent danger? Do. Consult with your team leader and assess if the person seems to be in imminent danger, for example, not sufficiently protected from cold weather or alcohol intoxication. If you call 911, wait with the individual until the assistance arrives. Should you run away if a dog wants to attack you? Don't. Running away may awaken the dog's prey instincts, and besides, most likely you won't be able to outrun a dog. Instead, assume a non-threatening position, such as standing sideways to the dog. Dogs have a short attention span and will usually lose interest and go away. Now that you know what to expect, I hope that you feel confident that you can volunteer and make a difference in the lives of the homeless. The information you'll collect will help local organizations improve homeless services in Travis County. At the end of the count, you can feel proud to say that for one evening, you helped in the efforts to reduce homelessness in Travis County.